Namaskar, welcome to Exercise Explained. In this video, I would be solving exercise 7C of reflection of light, ICSE 9th Physics. In order to understand this video, it is very important for us to understand sign convention. Sign convention I have done in a separate video and the link for which will be provided in the description below. Do check that out. If you happen to like the video, do share it with your friends and consider subscribing to the channel. Coming with the first question, it is given the radius of curvature of a convex mirror is 40 centimeter. We need to find its focal length. So I would just write the given data that happens to be r, that is radius of curvature, that is equal to 40 centimeter. We need to find focal length. So radius of curvature is twice of focal length. So we can write focal length is equal to radius of curvature divided by 2. So focal length will be equal to radius of curvature by 2. This formula we call it as F is equal to R divided by 2. Now I would be substituting the values. So F happens to be R is 40 divided by 2. So the focal length happens to be 20 centimeters. So pretty easy question this was. Coming to the next question, that is the focal length. So here the focal length is given of a concave mirror is 10 centimeter. Find its radius of curvature. So we need to find the radius of curvature. So here I would write F is equal to 10 centimeters. We need to find the value of R. Now in the previous question we just learned the formula F is equal to R divided by 2. So from this formula we can write R is equal to 2 into F. So we can continue with R, that is equal to 2 into F is 10. The unit would remain the same, no need to convert to SI unit in light problems. So 2 into 10 is 20 centimeters. So we got the radius of curvature to be 20 centimeters. Very easy question this was. Getting into the next question. Now here for understanding this, sign convention is 100% required. So here an object of height 2 centimeters. So here object height is given as 2 centimeter is placed at a distance 20 centimeter. So object distance is given as 20 centimeter of a concave mirror. Now this matters, I would tell you how. Of focal length 12 centimeter. We need to find the position, size and nature of the image. Now what I would do here is object height is denoted by capital letter O. So that is given as 2 centimeters. Object distance is denoted by U and we are supposed to take U as negative. So that happens to be 20 centimeter and we have a minus sign. Now I have explained this why U is negative in the sign convention video. Now here is the trick. See, it is given as concave mirror of focal length. So when we have a concave mirror, the focal length, that is the f, is taken as negative value. So I will write it as minus 12 centimeter here. So the focal length happens to be minus 12 centimeter, object distance happens to be minus 20 centimeter, height of the object, that happens to be capital O, that is equal to 2 centimeter, and it will be positive. Remember, height of the object and object distance, height of the object will always be positive, object distance will always be negative. Now we need to find position, that means we need to find V, that is image distance, size, that means we need to find I, capital I, and nature, so we need to find whether it is real and inverted or virtual and erect. Now we can see here the focal length is 12 centimeter, so radius of curvature will be 24 centimeter. Object is at 20 centimeter, that means it is between radius of curvature and focal length. Now if you are really good with ray diagrams, we can easily tell that for the case of nature, it's going to be real and inverted. So the nature of the image is going to be real and inverted. So since I have written it here as inverted, I should get the value of I to be negative. Let's see if we get that or not. So I would be using the mirror formula. So I will write mirror formula. So here mirror formula is going to be 1 by f is equal to 1 by v plus 1 by u. Now I need v, so I would take 1 by u to the other side, and we get 1 by v is equal to 1 by f. This plus 1 by u goes to the other side, becomes minus 1 by u. So we get this. I have written left hand side as right hand side and right hand side as left hand side. Now let us start with our calculations. So I write 1 divided by v is equal to 1 by f happens to be 1 divided by minus 12. 1 by minus 12, because f is minus 12, minus of 1 divided by u is minus 20. Now let us understand a very simple thing before I continue ahead. So suppose we have a fraction a divided by minus b. I multiply the numerator and denominator by minus 1. So what do I get? I get minus a divided by, minus into minus is plus, so I get minus a by b. So do remember, my a by minus b can be written as minus a by b. Why I explained you this here is 1 by minus 12 can be written as minus 1 by 12, and 1 by minus 20 can be written as minus 1 by 20. So we would be erasing this because I need some space for doing the entire problem. So coming back to this, I can write minus 1 by 12 minus of, I can write minus 1 by 20. So we have got this. Now I can write this as minus 1 divided by 12. Minus into minus is plus. Here what I get is 1 divided by 20. Now what would be the LCM of 12 and 20? It would be 60. So I write it in the next line here. 1 divided by V will be equal to, I take it here, and yeah, so 12 and 20 LCM is definitely going to be 60. So here LCM is 60, so 12 into 5 times, so I get minus 5 because I have minus here, plus 20 into 3 times is 60. So we get it as plus 3. So what we are getting here is minus 5 plus 3. So minus 5 plus 3 gives us minus 2 divided by 60. Now if I cancel numerator and denominator by 2, I get minus 1 by 30 here. So I have got 1 by V is equal to minus 1 by 30. So V will be equal to minus 30 centimeters. Now, since it is minus 30, it comes to the left side of the mirror, and left side of the mirror is called as front of the mirror. So we can write it as 30 centimeter in front of the mirror. So this is how V is equal to this. Now we have already got V. Nature, I have already guessed it here, real and inverted. So now we need to find I. Now for finding I, we know the formula for magnification as M is equal to minus V by U is equal to I divided by O. Now, did the question ask us to find magnification? No, right? So, what we would do is, we would just find from here, I need to find the value of I. So, this is not required. So, what I would do here is, we would solve only this much of the equation. So, I'll be erasing this and I'll write I by O on the other side. So, here I write it as I divided by O is equal to minus V by U. Now since we need I, we can actually take O to the other side and we get minus V divided by U into O comes here. So we get O here. Now I would be substituting the values. Minus V happens to be minus of minus 30 because V is minus 30. So minus of minus 30 divided by U is how much? U is, here we can see it is minus 20 into O is given as plus 2 centimeters. So we write this as plus 2 centimeters. Minus minus cancels. 0, 0 cancels, 2 and this 2 cancels. So we get I is equal to minus of, we have a minus sign here and 3 here. So I is minus 3 centimeter, or we can write it is 3 centimeter inverted. See, height came to be negative. That means it is inverted. So our guess was 100% correct. The nature is real and inverted. So we got the position, we got the size, we got the nature. The height and the size are in light. We consider it as same. So this is nothing but the size. So I hope you guys would like the video. Do share it with your friends and consider subscribing to the channel. Question number 4 onwards will be done in the next video, the link for which will be provided in the description below. Dhanyavad.